Okay, so I had to split this into multiple parts because this project is a little ambitious. Also, remember when I said that thing about Paradox not breaking my save from updating? Yeah. Good times! Hi! Welcome back, everybody. This is a every click playthrough. So, first things first, we have renamed the ship at the request of my Discord because people weren't commenting because the video got released way later than I wanted it to. But this is going to be the turkey.
What you doing, bub? It's okay, you don't know him. You don't know him.
The turkey. Yep, we got the turkey. Now, the turkey is run by Furry One and Hearth Moonstone. Hearth Moonstone does not get a house title. So we got Furry One of Cryan, and we got Hearth Moonstone. Hearth Moonstone is from a different species. The other thing, there's been no other clicks made. This game has not advanced a single day. So the first thing we're gonna do, Festivus! Meet, migratory fleet, let's go!
The tradition of Festivus begins with the airing of grievances. I got a lot of problems with you people. Now, you're gonna hear about it.
Now, normally I would be worried, now before I impulse, normally I'd be worried about the economy, because if you look up at the top of the screen, zoom that in, yeah, you see that. You see that. That's bad. We're like out of resources right here, but what's gonna happen when Festivus kicks off in 100 days is all this stuff's gonna be suddenly in abundance. So we're fine. The fire is fine. Now, what we're also going to do is we're going to have the turkey. Once you two tag the turkey, we're actually going to establish our way stations. It's about time to start doing that. Now that we have a second arc ship, we're going to start establishing our way stations over here. The reason being is I see strategic resources and lots of science, and that's what we want. Because we produce so much of our own resources, minerals and energy are mostly not a factor. Food isn't either. So what we need to look out for is more trade, which will generate unity, minerals, energy, and food, and, you know, operational reserve. Strategics and science. Particularly science like that. Which means I'm going to have to put an arc ship over here to collect from these minor artifacts because we need them. We actually will need them. Because one of the things about arc ships that I've noticed is they are really powerful even if you don't have Archaeotech engineers as an ascension perk. They are really powerful if you have any Archaeotech on them. Because they get 3 shots of that Archaeotech and plus the base bonus from it, and it is really good. Yeah, I'm understanding why arc ships are also so powerful. You don't have to ground invade them. You don't have to do that. You have finished your harvest. I want you to be en route with our Logi ships. We're going to head to the systems we're going to start setting up our network in. I'm hoping that this will generate a minor artifact stream, but I doubt it will. I don't think it does. If it does, wonderful. If it doesn't, then ugh. It's fine. I mean, this system is cut off for a reason. We're going to find that out later. Our next contract, we can now take 2 contracts, but our next contract would be this engineering one. But we actually want to finish this research first. So, we don't know what our next contract will be. There we go. Permanent 10% sublight speed. And the sea shanty is a amenities epic artifact. Go to do artifact analysis. Hey, second epic. Okay, we have amenities of God. As far as I'm concerned now. We just have the amenities. It did generate an artifact area. Good. Good, so this will be a nice area for us. We'll get artifacts, we'll get living metal, we'll get gas, we'll get plenty of science. And over here we can grab crystals. And over here we can grab volatile motes. Now, it's not that much, but it's a good start. Hopefully we can find... And then we have crystals up here too. Yeah, so you also don't want to build all of your way stations in series. You kind of want to spread them out a little bit. As we discovered with the other play through. If you build them all in the same spot, what happens when something goes wrong in that spot? You lose the game, especially if you're relying on them. We're not going to be relying on them as heavily this time around, probably. I'm actually going to turn you around and have you head north, because you're no longer needed to stay close to your logistic ships. We have a vessel for that. Did you make someone smile today? Normally I would talk about the like button and Patreon and you subscribing, but no. Like, have you made someone smile today? Besides yourself included. You should be making yourself smile too. Come tell me who you made smile and what you did. Okay? Share the happiness. That's in the comments. You ain't got to come private message me on Discord. But you could. So we're actually going to head north. Towards where we have this new civilization. Basic fighter wing would be great for our arc ships. So there is now an actual advantage to having fighters. One, they have a higher engagement range of 125. Two, they have a higher speed of 600. So they get to target faster and they fly out from further away. However, the amoebas are still hands down the best in terms of raw damage until you get fighter 3s. Then the basic fighter wing, then the advanced fighter wing can kind of take over. We are, however, going to go ahead and knock out basic fighters. As much as I want the extra station capacity. We're getting extra station capacity anyway. No need to double up right this second. Oh shit, yeah, you can't move. You need to stay. I forgot. It can't move and hold a festival. It's got to stay still. So we're going to stay right there and hold a festival. My bad. I delayed Festivus. That could have been really bad if I let it go on for too long.
Canceling Christmas? Now we'll never know what's behind the last box on the M&M app.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, so we're getting a mix of noises from the ship, from the people we're trying to talk to. We can either decrease our pop happiness, which honestly, I don't think that's much of a debuff at this point. We have a 10, 20, plus 50 bonus. We can decrease our pop happiness and make our first contacts go even faster for 15 years. We could shout threatening noises back, or we can prepare for war. Bonus to first contact skill. And I guarantee you I'm going to come in here and it's actually not even going to been a defect. Yeah, it didn't even phase us. Didn't even phase us. We've got too much... Actually, we got 60%. We got too much happiness. The happiness is too great. This is not a research arc ship. This is a industrial arc ship. Its job is to make the things. Our third arc ship is going to be a cultural arc ship. And Festivus is about to kick on in September. And we'll get the bonuses in October, November, December, January, February, March. Okay, I think that's District 9.
Research complete.
Yeah, you guys have me make a faction based on a movie. Okay, we want to get the fuel boost using exotic gases. That is a priority. Definitely a priority. Managed democracy has... Oh, managed democracy is doomed.
Initiating FTL jump 2.
No one likes to show off, Private.
Kaboom!
Yes, Rico. Kaboom.
That is the end of managed democracy. Super Earth is going to fall. Let's go and get our Wayline pack signed, because we're about to start building those. We're going to pop this, and because it's Festivus right now, it's going to take 2 months. If the Imperium Man would issue a similar contract, we could pop both of those at the same time and get them both done. What happened? It seems they're a warlike society who greeted us with the utmost fearsome war cry, apparently to test our mettle. Unfortunately, our caution in translating their language meant their challenge went unanswered, leading them to the conclusion that we are a civilization of cowards. Well, fuck! I mean, it's not that we're a civilization of cowards. It's that we have learned over centuries. You know, just talking your problems out and working on them works a whole lot better than yelling at each other and being ready to throw down. I'm just saying.
Can we just talk?
Let's grab the moats. Yes, I know. Part of this is educational to teach people how the game is played and to make you better at the game. And the other part of it is to be entertaining. And I'm trying to do both. And both is hard, but not impossible. Okay, well, we this time have the traditional gift of... Okay, you don't want toasters. Fair. How about 100? We will give you some metal. Some metal's okay this time. Let's go ahead and get effective leadership skill +1, especially right now during Festivus. And that's going to stack multiple things. So this gives +2%. This now increases effective leader by 1, meaning that this is now an effective leader 5. This is now an effective leader 3. It's going to give us a little bit more out of our people. And during Festivus, that's like 2%'s a lot. You know, like 2% milk. It's a lot more than you think it is. Or at least your insides will tell you about it later. If you're lactose intolerant and violently refusing to give up your milk. I wouldn't be speaking from experience. The Sindari. I get the feeling that these guys are this is the second time I've seen them. I'm thinking they're included in the base game. Icon has cheeseburger. And the Owlingtons. How you doing? Can we get an embassy? That'd be great. Can we exchange communications? That'd be even better. What do you have? Clay pot and uranium glassware. I kind of want both. So the AI actually values these more as the game goes on. So later in the game, I'm holding caps lock instead of shift because I'm an idiot. Okay, they don't want toasters. We got rare crystals. We're gonna swindle some people. Get an embassy set up. Exchange communications. Get the galaxy talking to each other. You know how it goes. Get an embassy set up. Oh, you're a you were primitives who became people. Okay. Who then became spacefaring. That makes sense now. Because right now, because the Imperium man is at war and is expanding that way, they're not worried about expanding this way. So we have very little worry. Now, eventually the Imperium man will extend all the way through here. Which means that for the first time ever, the Imperium man is not in a position that I would consider shafted. They're actually going to be a major player, and I'm going to have to deal with them. That hasn't happened yet. So, yeah, no, this is going to be a very different sort of playthrough. Again, if you have factions you want added, comments. Ship names and factions are welcome. I'm having to record this and I don't actually have any more than like one comment for ship names. So this is named the Turkey. And people want me to start naming them after birds that are funny. So like big blue-footed booby. I need your opinion, comments. Blue-footed booby for the next one? Or do you have a better name? We're still holding Festivus. We got one more month of Festivus. As you can see, our resources at the top. Zoom in. They're doing pretty well. Festivus will be over at the end of this month. We're going to go ahead and bolster us back up to medium. You know, you got to just, you got to get down there with a machete and a flamethrower, and I promise you, that thorn bush named Billy, yeah, the thorn bush has a name now, and it's semi-sentient, and he definitely wants to eat you, so flamethrower, use it. Keep digging. So I'm going to have you do this first, and then double back here and research anomaly and system. Remember how I said you weren't going to do the level 10 anomaly?
I lied.
We're going to get a second industrial trade quarter. So this is going to be self-sustaining. With 2 industrial trade quarters, you get 150 trade jobs per size. And then you get 120 artisan and metal gross jobs. It's almost enough from our trade generation to sustain itself with no outside help. We get a few other things built in here and it will easily sustain itself. Let's get the engineering bay actually under construction as the priority. So you can have 3 slots while we're getting built up here. We need some alloys. We have money. We're going to use that money to get a little bit of alloys. Now, all of that will get us, should fill the current request for jobs, and get us the amenities, housing, and production up and running. This ARC ship's going to start being scary here soon. Not scary in the sense of combat-wise. It'll just be scary in the sense that it can do things. I was right. District 9. Been a while since I saw District 9 in a game. I guess that's because we added all those other civs, and then I had to take some of them out that kept reappearing. Can we get an embassy with you? We do have a spare, so we're going to use that spare. Now, the reason why we want to butter up the council here, even though they're going to be one system, and likely the Imperium of Man is either going to subjugate or invade them, is because we can still put our branch office on their planet if we can get a commercial pact. So we want to get that as soon as possible. Now, Festivus is over. We are still gaining a lot of monthly credits right now, but that's an estimate for next month. That's not what's really happening. We are going to blow 9,000 credits on minerals. I know that seems weird and silly, but that should put us very close. And then we're going to go up to burn. And we'll see how we look at the end of the month. And we're just going to let it ride. Let's hold off on anything else right now. Just want that grid up. Again, any excess pops from Acme we will transfer to the Turkey. Hey, District 9, can we get information? Have you met anybody? You have. You have met some people. I will offer you 300 toasters for information about those people. I'm not forming non-aggression pacts. We don't form those. We don't need those. Maldoon's raptor problem. Was not expecting them. We also got hit with a fallen empire there and a fallen empire over there. Alright, so this is how you speedrun the Galactic Senate. I know the Galactic Senate doesn't really do a ton or a lot in most cases, but for this run, I am going to engage with the new content. And what that means to me is we're going to go for Defender of the Galaxy. We have 4 crises. Crises? Is it crises or crises?
I never thought I'd live to see this.
Gentlemen! There's a solution here you're not seeing.
We have 4 of them to do. Ain't no sense in not trying. Plus, you know, being migratory and Defender of the Galaxy sounds really cheeky in my ear. They won't give us a Wayline contract because we're having some trouble just like keeping. Oh god, British East India Company, no.
As you can see, with this flag, that's our company's logo, and now, we own you. No, I don't care how many atrocities you commit, as long as the ships keep sailing. Oh, you have pepper! Well, what a coincidence, because we have gun!
Sometimes I really do feel bad about the genocides we've incited. But then I take a look at the ledgers and I feel a lot better.
No! No! The criminal syndicate! Just be nice. Be nice and hope that they move on.
Roll them up.
Well, I'm glad I was nice. Fuck me. I was tempted to be mean. Instead, we were nice, and now we get rewarded. Look at that. Like, I know some people will be like, well, I could attack them and take it. Yeah, you could. Well, why bother? It is a deal. Continue with that. Let's get the festival across our worlds. Get the happiness boost and the pop growth boost. You know, as you do. And then we need some resources in here. Trying to get that stockpile up to high as fast as possible. It's rather difficult. The Borg. The Tyranids. Well, this galaxy is not lacking for determined assimilators, determined exterminators, and devouring swarms. And fanatical purifiers. Sure, just don't assimilate any of our people, and we can agree to an embassy. The last missile of the lone defender. Now, I had a question about this. Is the friendly system the system I'm in, or is it the system, or can I not get a missile of the lone defender? If I can get it, I'll get it because 30% shield bonus would just be permanent to all ARC ships. But how does that interact with ARC ships? Is it considered the system I'm in as a friendly system? Union of Graphics Cards Distribution. I played those guys in our multiplayer game over Christmas. They are a lot of fun to play. They're very much so they live in habitats. But early game they're kind of hard, and then by mid game you are just like, what do you need? I make all the things. They were like my Nomads before we could play Nomads. They want us to deliver delegates from here all the way to there. Are you kidding? Are you high? Hot Girl wants us to deal with space fauna in this system? I'll think about it. We're gonna go harvest that system. And I want you to get a way station set up here. And I want you to get a way station set up there. And we're going to start taking contracts to get influence done. Milk's Space Sluts. So Milk Space Sluts are added because Milk is one of the people who shows up to my live streams and regularly drops tips. And he was like, I want you to put the sluts in the game. I'm like, okay. Here's your casino of space sluts. That's what they are. They're a casino of space sluts. Ruled by a monarchy, so that, you know, the objective is to create a harem. Just so he can say one day, one of my harem will attend you. Now the other reason, this is actually a meta reason why I'm giving the communications away to everyone like this. You don't get influence if you spread communications like that. Now for me, the player, that's not good. But for, say, the AI that gets bonuses to that influence gain because we're on Grand Admiral, that's a big screw you. Because it means they're not getting the free influence, and their empires will spread out slower. We'll have more time for ourselves to develop, and they will have less and less to actually work on. Important thing for difficulty tweak. If you are on a higher difficulty, at the beginning of the game, one of the things you can do is you can give away communications to everybody, and it will decrease the rate their empires spread because they won't be getting influence from first contacts. Because we, the player, get about 50, and if you've researched Xeno communications, you get about 45. You get about 55 to 60, and the AI gets like 100. Round meal, Paradox customer support, the Forerunners from Halo, round meal. I know what that's from. Editor Fiaura, round meal.
Round meal? Oh man! On the label, it says feeds 3 men. Like, specifically.
Alright, we're going to continue to spread communications to everyone. Can I steal? I would like to steal both of those things. I do have consumer goods. Yeah, research is currently eaten. I don't think I can take the fauna in that system either. Nuclear Gandhi. He made it in again. He can't keep getting away with this shit. Nuclear Gandhi can't keep getting away with this shit. I'll take a rivalry with Nuclear Gandhi. You can't do anything else with him. Yeah, anytime you can. If you see someone who the only option is rival, insult, or declare war, just take the rivalry immediately. That extra influence bonus will help you later. And I need to get more water in me.
We like drinking water because we know water's great.
Hi. I went and got some water. Noticed the stuttering, and I'm like, water. Water makes this easier. Drink water. But yeah. Some of the things we want to do here is we want to constantly try to get everyone in the galaxy to meet. Because the sooner we do that, the sooner we form the Galactic Senate, the sooner we can get laws in place, the sooner those laws start taking effect and start doing things. They don't do much, but they will start doing things. Nobody wants engineering. Nobody wants society or physics. Research contracts are the easiest contracts to do. And honestly, you should take them every chance you get. We literally do not care. Actually, let's stop the ethics shifting and take the extra stability. Because it's not like they're producing much unity anyway. Yeah, they're producing like 5. 20% reduction is 1. We're producing 200 excess unity. Do you really think 1 is going to matter? 1 is the loneliest number I ever did see. Please make sure this video has 30 likes. Make sure those likes have friends. And those likes' friends have friends. Think of it like a group of people who've all decided, yes, we want to hang out in a room together and watch something that involves Bird Mom. Hi, I'm Bird Mom. See, I like to think of it this way. Everyone who watches my videos together, or rather, everyone, even if though you're watching the videos apart, if I see likes, it means that those people have said, yeah, I sit in a movie theater with these people and watch this. And I'm okay with that. I mean, I wouldn't charge you movie price. Good God, no.
Okay, a small Coke and 1 Skittle, that'll be $90.
Kind of what we're going for. I'm going to show. Actually, I should have shown you the start of the episode. So this is what our ARC ship looks like at present. You will notice we are having some crime issues because of the British East India Company. They must have paid a lot of influence for that one. That has got to be their most expensive fucking office ever. Because we're way the fuck over here. How much was that? I'm genuinely curious what the price was. How did you even do that? That's a better question. We have to hire cops because of because people being dicks outside. Because like, even if I wanted to put a branch office here even if I wanted to put a branch office here in the Imperium of Man with a ship nearby, it would still be 1,000 freaking cost. They had to pay an arm and a leg for that branch office, possibly firstborn child too. Like, good grief it. Round meal and the Forerunner. So the Forerunners have rejected the round meal. Just saying, the Forerunners have rejected the round meal. I understand. Your home star is literally called Destroy Me. That tells us a lot. I mean, Muldoon wanted to destroy all the raptors in Jurassic Park. Actually, the most important scene in Jurassic Park is the dinner or the lunch with the sea bass where nobody ate the food.
Huh?
Yeah, that's the most important scene in Jurassic Park, and it's the thing that the later films in Jurassic World do not have. There's a massive amount of societal and political commentary in Jurassic Park, and I'm bringing this up because we have Muldoon's raptor problem. There's a massive amount of political commentary in Jurassic Park and a lot of undertones about things. And if you're not paying attention, you'll miss it. Everyone's like, woke is new. No, woke is old. Woke is as old as time. There's always been people who wanted to change the world for the better. Again, immediately declare rivalry, get that extra influence while we can. Also, in general, since we're trying to make anybody who can like us, you know, I might just say screw it and set up a... You know what? For once, I might interact with the British East India Company in positive light. Tired Tiefling, remember how you said you were nervous in my comments? Yeah, you're doing this, then you're doing a level 8 and a level 10 anomaly. Have fun! Don't die!
Fun storming the castle!
Research that anomaly. Then survey this system, and then survey this one that's just in the middle of here for some reason. Because only Nomads can get in there, because right now you would have to have these guys like you before they would let you in their border. As you can see, they've closed the border to a bunch of people. Nomads, baby. Oh, society research. Yes. I will do that for you. We're not going to be developing any new technology this year. It's all in special projects. Alright, you found a time puzzle box in orbit. There's no trace or any known language or mathematical equation in the chamber or the puzzle box itself. Okay. Good luck, Hetty, on your puzzle box in space. We're going to stop by there and then continue on to Prawn for us, because that will give us District 9, the ability to put a thing on District, to put a branch office on District. I keep forgetting to call branch offices. It's right there on the screen. It's right above my head. Ah! Although now we know how to build arc furnaces. Or rather, have the tech progress for them. That's kind of nice. No thank you. We do not do those.
Hey, come here. Look at me. Hey, look at me. What'd I say? No.
We might do one for the Imperium of Man. Actually, let's do a migration treaty. Just to give them a little bit more of a, hey, we can actually be friends. You know, I know you hate Xenos, but hear me out. Hear me out. Treaties that we will respect, and you had better.
Send those fuckers into the stratosphere!
Alright, so here, we want to go for Research Observatory, of course. And the Trade Hub, because it increases commercial pact effectiveness, and then we're going to upgrade this station. And then we're going to get the Processing Bay to get the strategic resources. I don't have any alloys. And I do notice this consumer goods ticking. That's not good. It's very bad. By the way, this is just a flat 1% to commercial pact effectiveness. It doesn't seem like that much until you realize you're going to build like 20 or 30 way stations. And so by the end of the game, it's like 30%. And because we're a commerce-based society, that really starts to add up. You know, I said energy grid, and I accidentally built research labs. Whoops! I know some people who always play it, who never played this game Xenophile, and have never known that you can pacify basically everything except Cthulhuoids, to where they don't attack you. And then you can still do the special things, like go research the matriarch of the whales and their giant, and their place where they all die. Lonely Vigil. Chief Archaeologist RT Goblin Hours has broadly studied more withdrawn as of late. He appears invested in research goals, choosing instead to assess over the various diaries and logs we've uncovered so far. Make arrangements. Our team's health is of the utmost importance. Let's make some arrangements for them to have some entertainment at their archaeology site. Some days when you're doing paleontology and archaeology and whatever the hell they're digging up, what are they digging up? You need some entertainment. You gotta have some days where you just go to the arcade. This is something that other people don't know. Comptroller jobs give trade, as well as you can get a bonus to the number of stations that you get. Really useful to get more stations. Empire needs you, not very useful, but hey, it gets us to the lifespan increase and the removal of negative traits, which we're going to need to make sure we decrease the max negative traits here soon. So in the base game, now, in 4.0, all leaders can get up to 4 negative traits. Now, we are talented, which means -1. We have harmony, which means -1 more. And we're going to have psychological profiling, which means -1 more. Drastic reduction and leader trait problems. We also are getting 10 years and 10% tacked on to everyone's lifespan. So right now, this 58-year-old Lady Estrogen says that she won't start making rolls to die until she's 90.
And a string of...
and Solid Flare also says 90. Later, we're also going to make sure that we get extensions on their lifespan from species traits, which can be 20, 10, and 40, which will give us 50 more years. Which means you can make it where your leaders, through this method, live for the entire 200-year span of the game without dying of old age. Curative order? Well met. That's going to cost us...
Communications established. Another civilization crosses
species grow faster. We have incubators now too.
Let's move on.
I don't think incubators actually helps us because we're just going to have strictly a food deficit because we don't produce our own food. That is an actual useless trait because we produce food from trade. Oh, no. Never mind. Never mind. Egg layer is the one I'm thinking. Incubators is great. So I think here the pop growth speed... Oh god, you grew 14 last month? I think here the pop growth speed is going to go down from incubators by 10%. And here, incubators is going to give 25% bonus. Oh my god, yes. Yes, queens! Hi everybody, welcome to the Patreon reel where I read all of your names. This includes now new names everywhere, and I've managed to also mark who's new or who moved to a new position. We're going to start with Engineers of Chaos. We got Thomas Curry. Someone actually stepped up into the thing, and he did it. He's amazing. Pop Doodle on Assignment Spaghetti. His Assignment Spaghetti is ongoing. He hasn't said when it's going to end. Sundancer, my roommate. He's awesome. Twi-Fi, you've been here a very long time, and I appreciate you. Drinking Buddy, always good to drink with you. Blazing Haze, Admiral Biscuit, two of the best fellows. And Felly. What's the female version of fellow? Anyway, Lady Azrael, Bell Watt, Blackjack, Michael Breeden, Pony Chick 16, Stormy Skies, Zeeb 2008, and Arbor the Oracle. We have all of these wonderful people sitting in my lounge. We also have Sean, aka Heart Moonstone, in the Bird Lounge. Lori, Luna, My Name Sucks, Shadowman, the Phoenix Sword, aka Cotton, Vivid Syntax, Amber Ventrullo, Chaos Blur are all sitting nice and easy in the R&D department. They're making new Kaboom Booms for us. Daniel Finnick, Meh, Hollis the Mad, Sleeping Soul, Wingman, and Jade Skay Voker. All the testing audience, the people who get to see stuff first, and then the people who just want to produce credit. Cred Held, Final Set 618, Scott Vogel, Thermisto 97, Scott Touches Grass, Tribal Typhoon, and then three new people, David Birch, Soak Samurai, and Christopher Merrick. Lastly, we have our Eternal Scouts, Gone But Not Forgotten, Von Holtz, Lewis, aka Louis Diaz, Fraser the Turtle Guy, Jesse Fishing Hawk, Short 2K, Fody, and sadly, I must add one new person to this, Vivilli. Please have a pleasant time and enjoy your post-credit scene. Welcome to the end. The end of the video. I can't keep you here. But you don't have to go home. There's another video you could watch. There's another video you could watch. Or you could come bug me on Discord and give me a hug. Any of these things are fine. I'm also probably streaming when this comes out, so you can come over to Twitch. Bug me. Like I said, video's gotta end, but you ain't gotta go home.